What's up, guys? Welcome to the show. It is a beautiful Friday night, October 28th, and we're on episode 102 of our 2016 season. I am your host, three-time World Series of Poker Bracelet winner Dutch Boyd. And below me is the beautiful Exmoor, Michelle J. Cosper, at first on Twitter. How are you doing?
Spookalicious.
Sorry. Spookalicious.
'Tis a spooky time.
We missed you.
I
You haven't
know.
been on the stream forever.
I'm feeling much better now that I'm not on ibuprofen and my wisdom teeth are out. So,
Your teeth look great. It's great to have you back.
thank you.
I missed you. Everyone missed you.
Ah,
I keep on just saying.
yeah, I miss my dinosaurs. It's double dinosaur tame day, and it's happening for a whole week. So,
Well, it's not going to be too long of a stream, Michelle. We're
so down. Let's be up. It's gonna be a very long stream, guys.
we're going to make two final tables tonight. The 2K guaranteed, the 3K guaranteed, and then after these two tournaments, we're going to go ahead and call it a day. I've been what have I been doing all weekend? All week. I probably shouldn't say anything.
Well, you should
until
keep it a
after the
secret.
series.
Yes.
Yeah. Been
Because we don't want the other people to know.
that's right.
So,
That's right.
hush, hush.
I'll let you guys. I'll fill you guys in on what I've been up to.
Have you been taking
after
pictures?
After this weekend,
You gotta take pictures.
I probably should, huh?
Yeah.
Haven't taken
Because
a
I don't
picture.
believe unless I see pictures, Dutch.
I haven't taken any pictures. I kind of felt like it would just be kind of weird,
Why?
but I should. Why not?
Exactly. You're playing the $20 one as well?
The 2K guaranteed and the 3K
Let me
guaranteed.
see if I can find the 3K. I see the 2K. What is 3K? It's a $30.
So this weekend, guys,
$30
besides Halloween, I guess Halloween's on Monday, right?
The spookiness. So spooky. We're not dressing up this year.
We
for
also have
Halloween.
the WSOP main event coming up.
Oh, yeah.
At the Rio, and I can't wait. I can't wait to watch it. I can't wait for Cliff Josephy to take it down.
That's right. He is. Spoiler alert.
You know
Did
what he
you
said?
guys see my cameo, though, guys? I
Did
was
you-
on ESPN.
Did you guys see that? That was the best part of the whole broadcast.
Oh my gosh! I didn't even know I was on the camera. I didn't even know. So that's what makes it really funny. We didn't even try.
So,
So
guess who said he was going to come on the stream?
Who?
Cliff Josephy.
He did.
He did, yeah.
Aw.
I'm
Shit.
gonna
That's awesome.
yeah, I'm not gonna rush him after the main event's over, because I'm sure that he's going to either be celebrating or feeling kind of crappy, one way or the other. And either way, I think he's gonna have a lot on his mind. But after a couple weeks, after things settle, after we do BlizzCon and come back for that,
Yeah,
and
after
give
the
him a Majestic
election.
Star, after the election, sometime towards
If the world hasn't ended, we will be able
sometime
to.
towards the middle of November, I think I'm going to try to get Cliff Josephy to join us.
Are you gonna have him on Skype then, or?
Yeah, we'll just do a little Q&A, a little hanging out, and I would like to hear, as I'm sure all of you guys would like to hear, what it's like to be the
feel
chip
like-
leader going into the final table and just having everybody feel
Why
like...
is the picture so dark? I think you put the whole picture dark, dude.
What do you mean?
My picture when I look at the picture, it's very dark.
It looks good to me. I don't know.
Is it
You know,
mine?
what-
Maybe it's mine. Mine. It could be mine.
Your monitor is going to look different than my monitor.
Okay. I just like to troll you. It's so fun. No, I'm just teasing. No, you're right. It is. I don't know. For some reason, it had this dark shadow.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea. By the way, we got Turbo Burn, I'm the Rookie, and the Vet, and Plasmatron
So
joining us
weird.
in the stream. Great to see you. You ready to make some deep runs tonight, Michelle?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Yeah, you ready to play all night long?
Yes.
Good.
Yes, I am.
So that's cool. So you're gonna have Cliff on Skype doing a Q&A.
Yeah.
Before you do that, you should definitely blast out the Twitters and the Facebook posts so people know that he'll be on here as well.
We got Shorty Lambert. How are you doing, Shorty? saying, hey, Michelle. Everyone loves having you back, Michelle. I don't know why.
Especially you, apparently.
I love having you back.
Pay me more.
So we're on a break, guys. 3 minutes and a minute and 36 seconds before that 3K. We got boy Casey. Your boy Casey says, "What's up, Dutch? Hope you got your shirts." I haven't checked the box
we have stuff
for a couple of days.
Cool.
I'm gonna have to go down there and scoop them up.
Yeah,
looking
before we
forward
leave.
to it. And Casey, thanks so much for subbing 10 months in a row. Really appreciate you supporting the stream, man. We got Sooner Chris Poker. He says, "What's up, Dutch? Can't stay long, but good luck tonight. If you plan on going to any of the final table, let me know. I'd love to buy you a beer while I'm here in Vegas. I'm staying at the Rio." Sooner Chris, we're going to be going all 3 days, so that sounds like a good excuse to meet up and grab a beer. That sounds great.
So we're getting drunk.
Let's do that. Let's do that. Are you going to be there all 3 days, Sooner Chris? Yeah, I think I might, I've got 2 minutes. Do you think I can skip out for just a second? And you can
What are you going to
entertain
do
everybody?
for 2 minutes?
Kind of want to get a green tea. Yes. That's a yes.
Okay. So, yeah. So what do you got? He has 2 minutes left, and he's playing these tournaments. Hey, guys, did you guys miss me? I had missed you guys. It was nice, though, playing with my dinosaurs. Ark is so much fun, but it's really buggy. Gotta work through them bugs. So I see Nightbot is talking on chat, and for all you guys not watching, remember you can subscribe with Twitch Prime. I feel like I'm put on the spot now that I'm here alone. Dutch, you're missing a hand. Oh God, I bet he has something. What do you guys think he has? Do you think he's gonna make it on time? Oh, let me get him. Hey Dutch, it started.
Okay.
Oh dude, you have aces, bro. You gotta. Oh well. I couldn't see it. You guys can see that? I couldn't see it. Wasn't anything good anyways. SD Bubs, hey, what's up? Good to see you here as well. Dutch told you guys we're going to BlizzCon in November. That's going to be awesome. Weird Al Yankovic is going to be there. Yankovic. It's going to be crazy fun. Trolling's like the new thing to do now, guys. If you guys haven't noticed, everybody's trolling, especially in this political environment that we're in now. Everybody be trolling. Hey, John Blaves. Good to see ya. Oh, wow. Look all in here. I don't know what hand... I'm watching the 30 right now. I don't know if you guys have that one particularly on. Aces against Queen Jack, and aces win there. Mike Diamond, hey, what's up? Dutch has missed 5 hands so far.
Okay, I don't even want to look. I don't even want to look to see what I've missed.
It's all right, Dutch. That's what happens when
Oh
you
my
have to
gosh.
do stuff. I didn't look
There's
at. I only
queens.
saw one. Huh?
There's queens.
Did you miss queens?
No.
See. Ah.
It's a pretty big pot, too.
See.
It's an expensive green tea.
Turbo Burn. Is everyone up to date with The Walking Dead? Probably not. Maybe.
Yeah, let's not talk about The Walking Dead.
No Walking Dead,
No
because a lot of
Walking Dead
people haven't
spoilers.
watched it.
It's pretty traumatic, though.
That's a spoiler, Dutch.
It's not. You can say the last episode was surprising and traumatic. John Blaze, Mike Diamond, ST Bub, good to see you guys.
So like this Twitch has a new thing. It says your friends start watching. It says your friend starts watching. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see it on yours where it says your friend starts watching?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
We got Nikki 2 cards. Look at this. 18 months in a row. Nikki 2 cards, thanks so much for being awesome, man. Really appreciate you being here and really appreciate you modding for the stream and supporting it for as long as you have. Would be the same without you, Nikki. Let's go for a little 2.5x here. And ST Bub also sub 16 months in a row. So thanks for that sub, ST Bub. Like that Twitch Prime. Okay, so here I think it's going to be a fold. If Hawk83 didn't call, if we were only worried about Lovely Laura, then maybe we stick around. I don't understand how Hawk83 makes that call with Ace 10 of Hearts, you guys. You've got an under the gun opener, you've got an under the gun +1 shover, and Hawk83 is just going to make the call with Ace 10 of Hearts. I don't like it. I don't like it.
So you missed queens, huh? Sorry, babe. Told you to hurry.
It's all right. I have queens right now.
Oh, the ladies. Which one are you? The 10 or the 30?
In the 2K.
In the 2K? Okay. So Dutch, is it next week you're going to go to Chicago?
Yeah. So the weekend after BlizzCon. So next weekend is BlizzCon. This weekend is the WSOP main event. Next week is BlizzCon, and the weekend after that is the very first America's Poker Tour, which is going to be in the Chicago area over at Majestic Star. So it should be really fun. Look at this Vice chick sitting here with an ice-cold beer, hot pizza, and Dutch. Oh my gosh, I'm jealous. I'm jealous, Vice Chick. Hey, great to have you here. 16 months in a row. Thanks so much for supporting the stream as long as you have. Thanks for being an awesome part of the crew, awesome part of the stream. You're awesome, Vice Chick. I hope that your weekend goes well.
Sorry, I'm laughing at the chat. The chat, you can see him freak out when you have the queens there. Like, tell him to shove. There's a 5-minute delay. And I can't sit there and hover.
Yeah.
And I can't be in the hand anyways.
We got Hessback subbing 19 months. 19 months in a row. Hessback, thanks so much for keeping the channel alive.
You guys are awesome. Hey, Dutch, did you put that little... That's on your Twitter, me hugging backs. I thought I wanted to...
Yeah, I did.
Is it on your Twitter still?
You linking to it?
I have to find it. But yeah. I think you pinned it, right? Aww.
Shawnee Cash, how you doing? He says, when was the last time Dutch came to Foxwoods? Man, it's been a decade. I think the last time I went over to Foxwoods was 2016. No, 2006.
Where's Foxwoods at?
2006. This year's 2016. It's 2016 now. 2006. It's in Connecticut.
Oh.
It's pretty much in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I want to talk Dutch into like renting some kind of camper. We can go across the U.S., go to tournaments. It'll be really fun.
It sounds...
Take some pictures, write some bloggy stuff.
Okay.
Take the dog. Take an Americana before it goes down into flames.
So you're saying we have
11 days. 11 days to enjoy America.
All right, a little 4-5 off. I'll make that fold.
Have you been watching the main event, Dutch? You have been watching a lot of it.
I'm up to episode 10.
So, that's the big controversy that I saw going around the poker world. His name's Will, right? The
Will Kassouf.
Speaking of, did he have kings? No, he had kings, right? Not queens.
Against
Queens
Binger,
against
aces.
aces. Did you finish watching that whole hand?
No.
Or did you just watch that
It's
one
a pretty long hand.
Is it?
It's like a 5-minute hand.
Oh, okay. I only saw the part where... The end part.
Where Nick Binger is calling him a bad person.
Yes.
I'll tell you this. Watching Will Kassouf bust out of the main event, he took it like a champ. He
did.
Really did.
He shook his hands.
He took it with class. Here's a guy who just coolered him with aces versus kings and called him a bad person. He still reached out to shake Griffin Binger's hand, which I was like, okay, you know what? This guy actually handled that well.
That's right.
He handled it well. I was really expecting a blow up. No blow up. He did great. He played great. Really irritating to watch. I think that I would be annoyed as hell to actually play against him. But I mean, he got there. He got all the way to the end. Well, not all the way to the end. So we got this hand brewing up in the 3K, pocket tens, in the cutoff. Faded coming in with an open. And that's about the worst flop I can imagine.
This is when you talk shit, right? This is when you say, hey, what do you have there, right? And then he's supposed to call.
Just check back here against faded. And I'm pretty much willing to just give it up. Here he comes firing out half pot. And the only things that I can really put faded on here that I can beat are hands like Queen Jack suited, 8s and 7s, 6s and 5s. That's pretty much it. So we're going to go ahead and not turn the 10s into a bluff here. I don't really think we're getting faded off of an ace. Yeah, we're just done with the hand. Let's switch over back to the 2K guaranteed.
So what did you think about that whole interaction with Will? Did you think that was inappropriate of him to talk, or do you want to look at the whole hand before you make a comment?
Did I think
do you
feel like
inappropriate? Do you feel like him being called that as being a bad person?
I feel like Griffin overreacted a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
So did you watch the him and other hands before that situation? Was he like that the whole tournament?
The whole 7 days. We played a couple of hands here on the stream. Wow, that's a fun flop. Little double gut shot straight draw here. I think maybe even a check raise is in order. So any 8, any 4. We don't get an opportunity to check raise. Casino exec checks back. ZASDF Unreal, good to see you. Unreal says X1 is back.
So
getting blown off the hand. Maybe we should have fired out a bet here on the turn, just as like a blocker bet, semi-bluffing blocker bet. Look at that, John Blaze asking, did you see the Kassouf versus Binger hand?
See, it's like the thing now.
Yes.
See, I'm like psychic. So, but isn't that what? Don't they encourage a little banter though during the WSOP? Don't they encourage it like in the final table? I'm not sure like the final contract or if you make a final table like what it says.
So it used to be that talking during hands was
prohibited.
It was just kind of the norm.
Oh, it was normal.
It used to be. And then after Jamie Gold won in 2006, they implemented what is now known as the Jamie Gold rule. Excessive chatter during a hand won't be tolerated.
Oh.
Why did they do it? I don't know. In my head, poker is a psychological game. It's psychological warfare basically, and if you can say things to elicit reactions from your opponents, if you can say things to get them to make the move that you want them to get, I feel like that should be fair play, especially when it's heads up, especially when you're in a heads up situation. I think that you should pretty much be able to say whatever you want to say to your opponent. It doesn't matter what it is. Now we have very specific rules about talking about the contents of a hand. I don't really feel like that's I don't think it should be a rule. I think that you should be able to look at your opponent and say, "Hey, guess what? I got queens here. I'm pretty sure it's good, right? Queens are good. Oh, maybe not." I think that you should be able to say whatever you want when it's heads up.
I didn't know that you couldn't.
No, you
So,
can't
like, if
talk
I-
about the contents of a hand.
Wow. I knew that.
And,
I knew that you couldn't do that. But you can't talk at all, like,
And there's a rule against excessive chatter.
just excessive chatter.
I really
What if you
feel
have
like,
Tourette's or something?
I don't know.
They'd probably allow it.
I really feel
They allow dogs. They allow Tourette's.
like Will Kassouf was getting a lot of heat from Jack Effel and the other tournament directors that was kind of unwarranted. They were kind of stretching to give him penalties, just because he annoyed the shit out of everybody. He was he was really annoying to play with, I'm sure. I mean, it was kind of tilting just to watch.
Did he hurt people's feelings, though? Like, was he just saying hurtful things to them? Like, was he being a bully?
He would say
I mean, I
things
haven't
like-
watched. I didn't watch it, so I don't know if he was, like, saying things like...
He would say things like, "You don't want to bust in front of everybody, do you? You don't want to bust in front of the cameras, do you?"
okay, that's not so bad.
He would say stuff like, "I've got the best
But-
hand, 100%. I'll show you the best hand if you fold." And then he would show you a bluff. And then when people would make the wrong folds, he would slam his hand down on the table, face up, and be like, "See that? 9 high like a boss. 9 high like a boss."
Oh my gosh, I should watch it.
And it was so there was a lot of gloating. There was a lot of goading.
I don't think
You
that.
know?
I think excessive gloating. I think that's not good. Like, I think that would be bad to do. It's not cool if you are outplayed in a hand. No need to rub it. Pour salt.
I mean,
You think it's okay? You think it's
I
all right?
think the worst thing in the world is a bad winner.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the worst things that you can be in poker. And Will was a bad winner. Anytime he would get away with a bluff, he
But he's
he
like kind
loved
of,
just,
I mean,
like,
he like
celebrating.
developed his character. When people watch it like at home, they're happy to see him bust at that point.
They were, yeah.
So they're like, yes. So it's
But-
like the villain gets what he deserves.
Yeah, it kind of was that. But you know what? In years past, there've been much worse, as far as like kind of personal attacks.
Yeah, I don't think personal attacks are
You
cool.
know,
Like if somebody made fun of my hair, like go get it. Like if they said go get a brush or something. You need to win this hand so you can buy a comb. I don't know. I mean, things like that. I think that would
Perfect
be out of
example.
line.
That would be so out of line.
I need a new comb.
Scorpio just subbed 10 months in a row.
Yay.
Really appreciate that, Scorpio.
So everybody knows my inner demons now, and all my childhood memories just came floating back. Bullying. No bullying, guys.
So Shorty Lambert, he saying banter is part of poker, and I agree with you. And I actually think that it does make for better TV.
It does.
We've been talking for years now about how bad for TV it is when people are just like hoodied up with the
Well, that's why Raz never caught on, because nobody should talk shit
Sunglasses
about in Raz.
yeah, I guess not, sunglasses and headphones, and not saying a word. We've been hearing that over and over. Wow, I wonder if Thug Henry could possibly have an 8-6 here. Firing out 1725.
Ooh. I definitely would banter if I was in like a reg. Being new, I don't think I would banter at all. I mean, I don't banter at all. Being
I
new.
think we'll just make the raise. Try to set ourselves up for a
You think he has an
shove
8?
on the river.
10? Or 8? What are you thinking he has? 8?
I'm hoping that he has like a set of 5s or.
What do you have here?
7, King 9. I have a set of 9s.
Oh, okay. Set of 9s is good.
So we get the double up.
Nice.
We're not going to be able to get the double up if we just make the call on the turn. So, look, I think Kasuf's speech play was good for poker. I don't think there should be rules against it. I feel like he was kind of douchey and he was kind of annoying, but so what? It's also annoying when someone just tanks for 30 seconds a hand.
Oh, that's more. I think it's more annoying when there's nothing going on. Like, if you don't know, like, if they're
And
just
that's the
sitting
thing.
there
GG Dog TV says Kasuf was annoying, but he didn't break any rules. And I agree with that, and yet he was getting penalties, you know?
So he was getting penalized.
He was getting penalized really unwarranted. He just kept on getting warned. You know, and he was like, well, where's the rule that I'm breaking? And they're like, well, you're breaking rule number 1. And what's rule number 1? Basically, whatever the floor man wants to do, he can do.
Basically,
you know?
Power.
There were a couple of other times when they...
we have a friend that, I'm not going to say who it is. He often...
Christos.
I was going to... Now I can't say anything.
JC and Blue.
Now I can't say anything, Dutch. Now I can't say anything. Never mind.
Well, you can talk about our other friend.
My gosh.
But like there was that other time during the series on the broadcast when there was this kid who had all these little sheets of paper, little push-fold charts.
Good.
And they wouldn't let him use it during a hand.
Really?
Yeah. They were like, oh, no, that's against the rules. What rule? Point to a rule. And he's like, it's not against the rules. He was right. It's not against the rules. And they were like, well, rule number 1. Whatever we say goes. Whatever we say goes, yeah.
Whatever say you goes with.
Yeah, let's defend with any 2. 8-4 offsuit. What are we doing with an 8-4 offsuit hand and just nail that flop? So he's firing out 550. We're going to go ahead and fire out the 2.5x check raise. And maybe your beat fold has like pocket 10s here. And pocket jacks and decides to just go for it. Jeff Jim says Justin Schwartz was the worst.
So which one's Justin? Justin's the other
Stealth
one?
Monk.
Oh, okay, that guy, okay. I didn't watch that one either. But he was the worst. Wasn't he mean to everybody or something?
Wasn't
he being mean and he was twittering out mean things?
Let me tell you something. I like Stealth Monk. I like Justin.
But he made himself
he
like
definitely made himself the villain last year.
Yes, he made himself look bad.
When he busted with a set of 3s versus a set of 6s, he looked at Joe McKean and he said, "You're the most disgusting person in the world. You are just so disgusting."
And I like Joe. People hate Joe.
Some people do.
But Joe is a troll. He's trolling people because he's, to expect anyone who wins the poke. I understand. People think that when you win the main event, you're supposed to be the ambassador, but that's not the thing. That he doesn't get paid. He just got he earned.
He's not getting paid by anybody to be an ambassador.
Yeah, nobody came up to him and gave him sponsorship. I don't know if they did. They might have, but.
Might be sponsored from somebody.
But I mean, when we met him, he was pretty cool. He's a freaking Civ player, man.
I thought he was great. I thought he was pretty awesome.
Dr. Schwisher says, I've heard so much hate about the personalities of the final tables this year. Is there a lot of hate on that?
Well, so everybody kind of ganged up on Kasuf towards the end.
Okay.
And like Josephine, for example, looked at him and was like, "Dude, you're such a clown." He was like, "You're such a clown, dude." And Griffin Banger with his little check your privilege speech. He's like, "What you're doing is you're being abusive. You're being verbally abusive to me."
Well, it's good to have boundaries and set. You have to set boundaries for people. I don't think there was anything wrong with that speech at all, because you need to tell people if your feelings are hurt. Well, and you need to put the boundaries out there.
I'll tell you, I don't think Griffin Banger is making that speech if he's not holding aces.
You think the aces were like, "This is why I'm going to do this"? Really?
Yeah.
No, good for him. I have to give him props because there's one thing to be bullied, but there's one thing to confront the bully and call him out too.
Well, they shouldn't have rules against speech play because it made for great TV.
I think it's great too. Look at the dialogue. Everybody's like,
more of that in poker. It's going to be good for the game. It's going to be good for viewership. It's going to be good for the broadcast. And
And the last time I checked, doesn't Danny Negreanu talk a lot?
he
during...
talks a lot during
Yeah,
hands.
I mean...
He talks a lot, but he's not going to get a penalty.
No, I mean,
know?
yeah, it does make for good poker because we want to see the... I mean, there's no action in poker, really. The action is the dialogue.
Let's get real, guys. Poker's boring to watch.
Hey, Ridley.
You know, there's plenty of times when you're at the table and it's just like boring to watch. Will Kasuf at the table makes it a little bit more interesting. It makes it a little bit more interesting.
Because yeah, when you're at the, and especially if you know someone at the table, and you can talk to them. You know, imagine not knowing anybody and just sitting there being quiet. It does get boring.
So I didn't see that part, Jeff. I'm still on, just finished episode 9, so I haven't actually seen the whole hand play out. Just a little bit of the interaction between Binger and Kasuf on some YouTube videos that had cuts of it.
That is bad.
So
to say.
I think not shaking his hand at the end, that's pretty lame. And if Griffin Binger was like, now get on a plane and go back to England, I feel like that's pretty bad. Though Kasuf was saying stuff like that.
It should have been get back on your bike.
Okay, Kasuf was saying stuff like that. He was like, you ready to go back home? Call if you want to go back home. I guess if you want to be done with this tournament and get back on a plane and get back to Czechoslovakia. Yeah. Go ahead and make the call. And Plasmatron says, do you think viewers that might not be huge poker fans were entertained by Kasuf's antics? I think so, yeah. And what's going to happen?
Well, people like drama.
I think what we're going to probably see next year.
He probably is going to get a reality show.
Emulating him.
He's probably going to get his own reality show, and he's going to.
Gosh,
so many people are talking about him.
Casino Exec's 3-bet range is so tight here. So tight. I don't really see how I can make the fold here with Ace Queen, but it's going to have to be a real miracle flop for me to continue. That's not going to do it. His 3-bet range is so tight. He makes calls with jacks. So what is he 3-betting with? Especially that amount. Just begging to get called, and now he's firing out a full pot size bet.
He probably has something.
I'm thinking that he has aces.
Yeah, he has something. He's a pair of something.
Even though we have a blocker, I'm thinking that maybe he has kings.
Could have queens.
I don't think
Jacks
so.
would be good too, because that board's not really scary for
But
jacks.
Jaxie doesn't 3-bet. Jaxie just calls.
I think it's good. I didn't watch it, but I actually haven't watched any of the WSOP yet. But I did take the time to watch that clip because it was everywhere. So it was on Poker News and things like that.
So there was a kid who had all these push-fold charts in front of him, right?
We saw that as well. We saw that during the WSOP too.
There's been other people with push... Oh, wow. Queen 10 of diamonds here. I mean, just jackpot.
Oh, I think you're supposed to check.
It's wet enough that I'm going to go ahead and try to get some value for the hand. Hopefully like a Jack 10 or
I didn't
King
hear the
Jack,
GG Donk. I
Ace
didn't
Jack.
see the check your privilege speech.
Yeah,
See, I told you should check.
Oh, man.
I thought you missed me.
I told you. So we have pocket aces here. Look, it was so wet. Jack 9-8 with 2 diamonds is a super wet board, and I'm under the gun. I don't have to have Queen 10 there.
Yeah, but you're supposed to be like, dee dee. You're supposed to act like you have nothing.
The only way I'm going to get Snarfplat's 10,000 is if we fire out a bet.
Okay.
It's the only
Check
way.
your privilege, Dutch.
Check your privilege.
I don't know. Check your privileges a little bit. Isn't that in the in now to say? Like
I guess.
in these last few months.
So we have pocket aces here. The unbeatable hand.
Which one? In the
In the 2K.
Oh, good.
Casino Exec opened up under the gun +2. He makes the call. Thug Henry probably is also going to be making this call. And pretty good flop for pocket aces. Pretty good flop. Let's go ahead and make it 22-12. Hopefully Thug Henry has something like a King, Queen, King, Jack, Casino Exec, an Ace, King, something like that. Ugh. Well, now what? Now we're behind king, queen.
Sigh.
We're beat. That's what. Oh man, you guys. What kind of fucking bullshit is this? It's just a pair. But we have to reset our aces cracked meter.
Okay. You can do the honors.
I'd rather not. Can you
Yeah,
reset it once the hand comes up?
Yes, I can. Do you think everybody's going to give you shit for that fold? Do you guys think that was a good fold or what, guys? Who's that girl? Who's that lady?
Look, he's not making the raise with ace queen.
So do you think
ace king.
you think he has like a set? He got a set. He flopped the set, maybe?
I think he was slow. I don't know. I think he was slow playing a set, or he backed into a flush, or he had king queen.
Who's that lady?
Not really happy about it.
Well, Gur922 wants to know who's that girl.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, he's so crazy. He got all crazy. Pa You Killer says, hello, Dutch, nice beard. Yes, I like the beard, guys. Do you guys think you should shave it or leave it?
I'm keeping it.
I like it. I think it's quite handsome myself. I think I might grow one. JK. Oh shit, here's the ace hand now. Oh wow, Gigi Donk said that particular segment went actually mainstream, so they were like talking about it as well.
All right. Let's go ahead and make the half bet here. So, a lot of other players have used push-fold charts at the table. There's no rule against it.
Yeah, because when I was getting ready for my event, I was asking you if I could do that. Because I was like, I know I'm going to need it.
You should be able to. You know, you can use blackjack strategy charts. You know, a little strategy card that they sell at pretty much every gift shop. No one has a problem with that. It really just depends on which floor you get, I guess. There's no actual rule against using push-fold charts at the table.
Hey, Poker Pete. BMCX100 and Devilfish. How are you guys doing? Yeah. Definitely they should allow that. If they allow phones and people texting, all you'd have to do is put the fold chart thingy on your phone.
Well, you're not allowed to look at your phone during a hand.
Oh, but okay. But you can, like,
and that
kind of
makes
have
sense
a
to
thing.
me because people can, text you information about what they folded, or, you could, like that guy in France who went to prison for having the media text him what the people had on the other side of the table. There's pretty good reasons why you shouldn't be able to look at your phone during a hand.
Do you feel like are they going to have? Do you know if they're going to have the phone during the main event, the found table? I don't think they're allowed to have the phone, are they?
Yeah, I think so. You can have a phone on you. You just can't look at it during a hand.
Oh, you can. But there was no electronics at the final table.
You might be right.
Yeah, but there's electronics like before.
Yeah, you might be right about that, actually. So Dodger Swisher says there were false rumors going around about Kasuf berating Stacey Mazon to tears. Yeah, he didn't. And what I loved about that hand, William Kasuf versus Stacey Madison. So Stacey Madison runs a dealer school down in Florida, and she was trying to get the dealer. She was trying to convince the floor to kill his hand because he was talking to her in the hand, which is just that seems like.
Is she being a bully?
it seems like she knows better than that. She knows that you don't kill hands because of excessive chatter. I mean, you know what you have to do to get your hand killed? You pretty much have to leave the table during a hand. Then that'd probably kill your hand. But you can't. You can't expect that they're gonna kill your hand for, even if you were to like turn it over, like show the hand. That's not enough. They're just never gonna kill a hand. Nor should they. So did you update the Aces Cractometer?
Oh, no, not yet.
That's the worst thing about having to fold there.
Bum, bum, ba, bum. But I did get it already, so let's see. Where did I put it? Where did I put that? There it is. What was your meter on anyways?
I think we were at 7.
It was at 7. Aw.
Back to 0.
Doop, 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 doop. Is that right, Manitou? Is it Manitou? Ute says without DraftKings, the NFL has been a little wacky lately. My teeth are doing great, Poker Pete. Now, I'm going through ibuprofen withdrawal. Apparently, you can go through I had a little bit of ibuprofen substance abuse there for a second, and I was really grumpy and groggy. But now I'm not on anything, so doing good. It's healing up quite well. Thank you for asking. So it looks like Jeff's Gem says what the guy was told that he wasn't allowed to use the charts in the middle of the hand.
Which,
that's what he heard.
If it's static information, I feel like you should be able to look at whatever you want. If you have
if you wore a T-shirt with the chart, are you allowed to wear that?
I guess you got to take it off during it, like when you're in the middle of a hand.
Well, it'd be on, so it wouldn't really help much if you're going like this. On your sleeve, maybe. Tattoo.
You had like a tattoo.
Tattooed.
You know, like a push-pull chart on your arm, like a tattoo.
What's that tattoo you have there? That's my
push-pull chart.
Yeah. Duh, I'm a professional poker player. You can tell by my tattoo. Stacy was angle shooting there.
I feel like she was.
So was Stacy a dealer or dealing, or was she playing?
She was playing.
Oh, she was playing, and she was like, oh, okay. She was trying to get the hand
thinking about
killed.
whether she was going to call with pocket queens. I think she had an overpair, but it was for all of her chips, and she ended up making the wrong fold. That's when he turned over his hand and screamed out 9 high like a boss for the first time.
Because she was kind of being mean to him. She was kind of trolling him too. Looks like they had a little button head thing.
Yeah, that was the line right there, Judy Donk. She goes, "Why is his hand still alive? He's talking while I'm having to make a decision for all my chips. You should kill his hand. Make my decision easier. Just kill his hand. Come on. I'm not gonna kill his hand."
Oh, that makes sense.
And okay, let's make the call here against Winco.
Man United. Ah. Oh yeah, the Cubs. When do they play? Are they playing or?
They're playing the Indians right now.
When are they playing?
Game.
Are they playing? Wow, they are right now.
Yeah.
I was reading that it's like if you wanted to watch the
gosh.
Cubs, it's really expensive. Like to go to bars, they're charging like $200 to get in, and then like $500 to like sit and have a table at bars and stuff. That's all I read about the Cubs. That's all I know. So what's going on right now, guys? Cubs are winning, losing, in the middle. Oh no. How many games do they play?
It's it's the bottom of the ninth. I think that might just have been it.
It says game over. It says one.
Yeah, I think that
so wait.
I think that they just lost the Indians. So the Indians are ahead now 2-1 in the series. It's a best of 7 series.
2-1. Oh damn! So they just need to win one more.
They had 2 runners on second, a runner on second, a runner on third, 2 outs.
The Cubs?
Yeah.
Oh
Left
man.
him stranded.
So wait, so the next game is going to be the best game, right? It's the last game.
No, there's still going to be some more games.
Well, you said best 2 out of.
It's
best.
It's best of 7.
Best of 7, but the guy it's 2-1, so 3.
It's 2-1 now. So there's at least going to be 5 games.
Okay, I don't know how they do it, but go Cubs!
That was game 3.
I'm gonna say go Cubs, guys. Go Cubs.
I would like to see the Cubs take it down.
Break the curse.
I don't really have much of a dog in that fight, though.
Hey, Bitcoin's up, guys. Speaking of the pesos crashing.
It was over 700
And if
today.
you guys haven't yet bought any Bitcoin, you could buy it through my link over at on my Twitter. It's pinned there. We both get $10 in Bitcoin.
It's kind of a fun flop for me. 6-5 of clubs. Let's go ahead and make the half pot bet here. See if we can just get through. Yeah, so Gigi Donk TV talking about when she was getting all pissed off for a guy calling the clock on her. You know, this is what I don't understand about the way people approach tournaments is they get so upset when you call the clock, and it's like a decision for all of their chips. You know, like that's the most important decision of the tournament. Every decision is for all of your chips. You know, that's how you have to look at it. You know, every single decision is important in a tournament, and I just don't. You know, I don't think that you should have to wait 10 minutes for somebody to decide whether they're going to call for all their chips or not. What difference does it make if it was for half of her chips or all of her chips? It's a big decision either way, you know, and you know, get it right, get it wrong, whatever. You don't need 10 minutes to make a decision. And she's being inconsiderate to other people at the table. You know, I'm not like a super speedy player, but I don't really hold it against people when they call the clock on me either. Yeah, I don't know.
Plasmatron. What's the most recent modification to your game that you've kept?
So wouldn't that be changing?
I don't know.
Modify your game is changing. Plasmatron, I would say a couple of things. First off, I've been lowering my C-bet percentage.
You've been limping?
I haven't been limping. But I might. I have started just calling in the small blind rather than feeling obligated to make the raise. I've been doing that a little bit. Checking on the pre-flop in the big blind. I've been doing that a little bit. Yeah, let's see a flop with it.
Junique was concerned about me, but you let me come on the stream today, huh, Dutch? He finally got me locked out of the closet. Took me out of the closet. Said, "Be on the stream."
That's right. Not really a great flop for Jack 7.
Oh, yeah. Jeff Gem wants to know if we can explain to him how Bitcoin works. I don't even know how Bitcoin works, Jeff.
Well,
there's a lot of videos out there.
Yeah,
though.
There's so many good videos out there.
It
If you
takes
just
a-
type in to Google what is Bitcoin. Basically, it's a cryptocurrency where there's a public kind of ledger called a blockchain, which keeps track of all of the transactions that go through from one person who has a Bitcoin wallet to another person who has a Bitcoin wallet. You have what's known as private keys and public keys. So when you're sending an amount of Bitcoin, you're basically sending your public key, and you've got all these miners, which are basically verifying that you have control of your private key, and that you can spend that Bitcoin, and that you haven't spent it before. And so once you send it over to the new wallet, they put it on the blockchain, and they get a little bit of a transaction fee, very small transaction.
So what gives Bitcoin its value? Like, what makes it valuable, Dutch?
That's a good question. In my head, there are two things that make it valuable. I've heard like Max Kaiser say that it's the math that makes it valuable. It's the actual coding and that's what it is. But I actually kind of go a little bit simpler with it and say that what makes a Bitcoin valuable is that is the energy cost that it took to mine the Bitcoin in the first place. Wow, Jay Schaefer finally.
It is a very complex thing, but it's revolutionary. I mean,
every Bitcoin that's created is created by people mining these Bitcoin, and they go through these like proof of work steps. The 8 doesn't really help us, you guys. The 8 actually hurts our hand because if Jay Schaefer was sitting there with like a Jack 10, now we're behind. Of course, if he has an A7, the 8 saves us. So let's just check back here. And he's checking. I guess we'll check. He had the flush draw.
Wow. Ooh. Do you think a shot clock would be good for a poker, Dutch?
I do, yeah.
And would people would it be like, would you accumulate your time and save your time?
I would like to see it work like a chess clock, where if you act really quickly, you replenish your time bank.
Yeah.
And I think that
might make it more exciting for sure. I mean, watching everybody just tank is not very fun.
You should get a certain amount of seconds per decision before your time bank starts.
Probably get more hands in too.
But like pre-flop decisions, I think a time bank would really help, because if like your time bank starts running as soon as it's up to you, and you only have like a 2-minute time bank or a 3-minute time bank, and if you take longer than 5 seconds to make the fold, or 5 seconds to make a raise, then your time bank starts clicking. Because when you think about like people who tank, one of the worst problems right now is people who are tanking pre-flop, and taking like 30 to 40 seconds every decision pre-flop.
And they have like 7
where
days.
You can't really call clock on that, because when you call clock on somebody, first off, they had to have had a reasonable amount of time to act, and then they get a minute to act on their hand. So if they're taking 25, 30 seconds per hand, for every pre-flop decision, you have 9-3 offsuit, under the gun +2, and you're taking 30 seconds before you fold it. That's not something that you can call clock on. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, it makes sense.
By the time the floor guy gets over there, he's already folded the hand. Yeah, we're making the fold here. So it's a problem. It's a problem. Those pre-flop decisions, the pre-flop tanking is really a bigger problem than excessive tanking, on the river, and it adds up. If someone takes 25, if someone takes 30 seconds every pre-flop decision, and you're looking at, a long tournament with 2 hour levels, and you start actually calculating how much time they're just burning. It ends up being, 5 or 6 hands an hour that you're not playing because they're tanking.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
Yeah, and after a while, it just seems like forever as well, I'm sure.
So, Plasmatron, give a theoretical flop scenario that you would have c-bet in the past but would now not. So, let's say I make a raise. Let's say someone raises and I make a 3-bet with pocket tens. The flop comes ace, king, 7. A lot of times I'm not c-betting that. Let's say that I made a pre-flop open and got called in the big blind, and I had a weak ace, ace 7. The flop comes out ace 3-3. I'm not c-betting that anymore. I'm just checking back. Checking back with my weak aces when I actually hit an ace. So those are some examples. How about this example? Winco sitting here on the button and we've got king, jack of spades. Sure. I think that this is a pretty good example because I don't think that we're really pushing him off of the overcards. So we'll make the check. 8 of clubs hits, and now we can think about firing out a bet. Make it a little bit lower. Because if he doesn't have a club in his hand, I don't think he makes the call. Done with it now. Nice hand there, Winco. I wonder if we could have just piled on the river. Okay, guys, we're on a break. Hackahan says, don't you wish you were the pizza guy that got 20,000 Bitcoin for a pizza? I think it was 10,000 Bitcoin. But I bet that guy sold the Bitcoin.
Yeah,
I bet
'cause it
that
was,
he
like, worth...
took the 10,000 Bitcoin and he sold it for,
Or he might have forgot
when
about
it
it.
hit, when it exploded up to 35 cents a Bitcoin. He was like, sweet, I got $3,500 for a pizza.
Gosh.
I mean, that's kind of how everybody, I guess not everybody. Okay, guys, we're on a break. Getting the add-on in this 3K guaranteed, and 33 out of 68 in the 2K guaranteed. So, be right back. I'm gonna go on a break. Okay, guys, we're back.
Yes. Have free. Things have value because people agree they do. That's it. Yes, that is.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin's a cryptocurrency. It has value as a currency for the same reason that any other currency has value.
That's right. If more people use Bitcoin, then the value of it goes up. Right? And there's only a finite amount of Bitcoin, to my understanding. Right? They're not adding any more.
21 million is going to be the most that they ever print up.
That they ever
print up.
It's like some mathematical thing.
Yeah.
Made up magic thing. Hey, speaking of cryptocurrency, wasn't there a group of people who were trying to make up their own and that failed?
There's been a lot of blockchain of like Bitcoin forks. Oh my gosh, there was Brocoin. Breakout Gaming Coin. Whatever happened to that?
So Bitcoin itself is a code, right?
Well, there is there is some open source. There is an open source code repository on GitHub that where anybody can go and look, and
that's why they make the little branches of other or other coins type things.
Yeah, I think Breakout Gaming. I don't think we've seen the last of them.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good. Hey, there's nothing wrong with cryptocurrency.
They're trying to make some sort of esports platform or something. I mean, they've been talking about it for a while now.
I need to make some cryptocurrency for Facebook.
Been doing a lot of nonsense tweets to just try to increase their follow count. Let's see a flop with this 10-4 of hearts, you guys. Feeling optimistic. Still have their brand ambassadors: Johnny Chan, David Benjamin, Todd Brunson, Ted Forrest, Lane Flack, Jennifer Harmon, Toto Leonidas, Jeff Lissandro, Huck Seed, and Vladimir Shemelov.
Wow.
I forgot that Huck Seed was involved. I should have asked him about that when we were at the wedding. It's a great roster. It's a great roster, which is it's just kind of sad to me because I don't think any of these players know anything about what they're signing up for, and I think that this is just going to be vaporware. Best case scenario is it's vaporware. Worst case scenario is it comes out and a lot of people just get ripped off. They had this big Breakout Gaming IPO basically where you could buy Breakout coins with your Bitcoin, and that was 2 years ago.
Oh wow!
They haven't launched anything since then.
So they don't.
So anybody. And they were, from what I hear, they were trying to get a lot of these poker players to put in a bunch of money to buy Bro Coin as well. Let's go ahead and make the call here with the 9-6 of hearts. Queen 9-2? No. By the way, guys, Nightbot talking about Twitch Prime. Speaking of Twitch Prime, I got an email, a partner email, with a sneak peek on what the next month's Twitch Prime free games are.
Oh, it's November. Okay.
You want to know what they are?
Let me guess.
Okay, go ahead and guess.
Is it This War of Mine? And Punch Out or Punch Game?
Punch Club.
Punch Club.
Are you muted?
I was muted, yeah. Not anymore.
This War of Mine Anniversary Edition and Punch Club are going to be the free Twitch Prime games next month.
Yay!
I can't tell you guys how much I love both of those games. I finished Punch Club. I've put in a lot of hours into this War of Mine. Both of them are two of my favorite games, especially this War of Mine. It's such a beautiful game. You guys,
tragic game, but a beautiful game. Beautifully sad game.
Yeah, it is. It really is. It feels...
The developers made the game so people are more aware of wartime type scenarios,
It's a crazy war game. So this War of Mine is a war game that's told from the point of view of one of the civilians in this war-torn Eastern European town, as war is breaking out all around them, and they have to struggle to survive. And it is the music is just beautiful and haunting. The artwork is great. And
it's actually a fun game. It's a fun game to watch. I've watched Dutch play it, and he's played a lot of hours on it.
Yeah,
it's very fun.
Anyway, it's just a beautiful game. Okay, so we're getting 6-1. We've got 8 outs here. Not 8 outs here. We've got 4 outs here. 3, if you don't count the Jack of Hearts as an out. So I'm going to go ahead and make the fold. 8% per street. Even though we're getting such long odds, I'm not convinced that we're even going to see a turn. If we make the call, kind of induces one of these guys to check raise, and if we make the call, we're likely going to get blown off on the turn. But yeah, Jay Schaefer, I'm going to go ahead and give you the bony fish there for making those min bets. And Ace is up. Yeah, nice job this week. Ace is up had a pretty good little score in a live cash game. Up 4 buy-ins. Nice job.
Nice.
Man. Easy fold. Kaepernicking making it all in. And Bad Habits reshoving.
Oh, wow.
Easy fold. Okay, so we have 38 big blinds here, which is all right. Not the 6 you're looking for, Kaepernicking. So, Brian 9801, Secret Chinese Mines. That sounds actually pretty good.
Yeah, I wrote it down.
Must be
we'll watch it.
Bitcoin miner documentary, right?
Yeah. We had a miner for Litecoin.
Yeah, I was mining Litecoin for a second.
That was I thought that Litecoin would pick up the pace. I don't know what Litecoin is. Litecoin's kind of like, I guess, they compare it to like the silver of Bitcoin. I don't know what happened to Litecoin. I don't know what the value is right now, actually. I should look that up.
So the guy who... Litecoin...
It's just another branch of Bitcoin.
It's a fork. It's a Bitcoin fork.
Well, can we use a branch instead of fork? No. What's Litecoin value here? But they were using a different kind of processing card, right?
They had tried to make Litecoin ASIC resistant. ASIC stands for Application Specific Integrated Circuit.
Oh, wow. It's actually fallen quite a bit.
Yeah.
Like when we were mining, I think it was $15 a coin, no?
It was up to $50 a coin.
Yeah, it's like $3.
For Litecoin.
It's like $4.
And
it's not a very good buy.
There was about a 20-to-1 ratio between Bitcoin and Litecoin. Well, everyone kind of thought that the guy who invented Litecoin, he got a job at Coinbase, and everyone kind of felt like if he could get Coinbase to adopt Litecoin and start allowing people to buy and sell Litecoin on Coinbase, that it was going to just have a huge jump. That never really happened. So, and Litecoin never really got adopted, even though it has some benefits over Bitcoin. The transactions are supposed to be faster, but it's really not enough to make it much different. I think if I was going to put some money into an alternate coin right now, it would be Ethereum.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you, what's up with Ethereum here?
Ethereum is kind of like a blockchain 2.0. They're trying to build in a lot of what they call smart contracts into Ethereum and allow people to use the blockchain in ways that you can't really use the Bitcoin blockchain right now.
Looks like it's sunk
to do
too,
things like
quite a bit.
pass along information, to make bets, for example. You know, the way that I kind of understand how it would work is that, well, I'm not going to think about it right now because we've got a really interesting
Play
game brewing.
polkas. I'm looking at it right now.
Check this out.
Ethereum.
Pocket threes on an ace 3-4 board. We were in the big blind. Wow, we got CR Jen firing out a full pot-sized bet. Look at this. Savannah making the call. Let's fire out a raise. We'll go for the check raise. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. We get the double up in this little hand against the 9-2 of hearts. What's he in there for? Come on. So that puts us at 6 out of 54. Let's switch back over to the 2K.
That was a nice hand there, Dutch. I'm glad I caught it. I lost you in the other tournament here, though.
Making the fold here.
So that reminds me of have you guys watched Black Mirror yet? I'm sure you guys have. I'm sure you guys have
Black Mirror season
binge
3,
on
you
it.
guys. It's out on Netflix and it's good. Like
So-
a fool saying, I read about a porn app that took pictures with your phone or tablet and then demanded a Bitcoin, not just share them with everyone in your email account.
Wait, a Bitcoin's like $700, right? Or,
Yeah.
yeah, $700 for $700, man.
So that reminded Michelle of Black Mirror because there was kind of an episode on point. No spoilers.
And all I said was this: all you need to do is tell your friends, "Hey, you might be getting some weird emails about being naked. Disregard. I was hacked." That's all you have to say, man. There was this guy, I was reading a thread on Reddit about people who get blackmailed from like ex-girlfriends or whatever that take pictures of guys. And this guy got blackmailed from some chick, and all he did was put more pictures up. He sent her more pictures. Make sure you get good angles, guys. But it's not that big of a deal anymore, I don't think. A lot of people gotten famous with their naked nudes, right? And there are like a whole list of celebrities that have done quite well.
Paris Hilton, Kim Kardashian, Fishburne, Larry Fishburne's little girl.
Me,
Yeah.
that sounds really bad. Okay. But yeah, so a lot of people. But anyways, but yes. I don't think I would give anyone a Bitcoin for that.
Kerfuffles.
But I'll remember to smile next time I'm
Happy
on my
Halloween.
thing.
Let's make the call here with the pocket twos. That's the perfect turn card for us, you guys. Didn't really want to see a diamond. Didn't really want to see an 8 or a king. So firing out half pot here. It's going to set us up for a river shove. John Blaze is on the button, also in chat. We're in this hand together, man. See how it turns out. This is where we kind of need you check, I check to have like a king queen or a queen jack or an ace queen. Nice fold, John Blaze. Nice fold, you check, I check. We'll just go back to 1300.
Hey, Kerfuffles, I love your spooky emoticons. They're very cute and spooky.
They look great, man.
I love them. Oh, we're not dressing up in anything, Hack-a-Han. Not this year.
So let me tell you something else that I've been kind of experimenting with as far as a change in the game.
Oh, okay.
Is changing my pre-flop raise amount based on who is in the big blind. Been thinking about I've been thinking about that based on some of the work I've been doing this week. Okay, making the fold there, John Blaze. Nice hand. For now, I'll just keep it standard, but I think that there's some value in making it a little bit bigger against people who are habitual defenders, just to try to get folds in the big blind. And maybe making it a little bit bigger against players that you don't really want to be playing against. You gonna dress up for Halloween, Michelle?
Do you want to embarrass your friends?
No.
So I guess we could. We can dress up like pirates during the main event, and so everyone can see at home. If you want. Oh my gosh, no.
Great idea. Okay. Like right here, I'm kind of thinking maybe instead of 1300, we make it like 1600 against a poker joker too. Maybe make it a little bit bigger against the regular sharks.
Night, Jeff Jim.
Good night, Jeff Jim.
Good night, sleep tight. Outstanding all 3 seasons.
I'll tell you, Desbin and John Blaze, that San Junipero episode of season 3 with the
That's your favorite one. Just say it's your favorite one.
yeah,
No spoilers. I think if you say anything else, I think it kind of gives away the whole thing.
favorite
honestly.
one. Wow, it was so good.
Yeah, it was my favorite one as well.
Spin PVM saying Anthony Weiner's famous for his for his sex tapes, for his sex pics. I guess that's true. Oh my gosh! Did you see that? Did you see that Anthony Weiner documentary? It was so good. It's just called Weiner. So good. Watching his wife Huma, well, his ex-wife Huma, just
Poor thing.
oh man, what a
That was a weird documentary because it's like he agreed to it. And he comes off as such an ego. I don't know what's the best word to describe his behavior, but it's pretty good though. What was it called? It's called Wiener.
It's called Wiener, yeah.
You should at least try to enunciate his name like Wiener or something different instead of just Wiener.
That's how you
Like,
say it, Anthony
Wiener.
Weiner. That's how you
It
say
is
his
Wiener.
name. So this is a difference, guys. I'm gonna just start making the call here instead of making the raise.
What do you have here?
Queen 2 offsuit.
So you got all that. Halloween is the main event, right? That's when it starts, right? No trick-or-treating for us, I suppose.
Yeah, I'll make the fold.
Yep, 31st.
Yeah, it's on day 2 of the main. It's Monday, right? October 31st is Monday.
Yeah. I feel bad for the kids that day. They have to go back to school next day. Do kids even trick-or-treat anymore?
We don't really get a lot of trick-or-treaters. I haven't in
I
Vegas.
think people trick-or-treat like in the casinos or in like malls or something nowadays. Or they go to like special trick-or-treat things. Events. I'm probably gonna go to the magic. There's a magic forest here.
I wonder what a Poker Joker 2 had there. Wow, pocket queens. So we did the right thing folding the ace 5. The Poker Joker 2 would have 4-bet shoved, and we would have bet ourselves right out of that pot. Just saw a really weird hand at the other table. I'm tempted just to pull up the hand history. Guy ended up calling with 7 high. Wasn't good. You know, he lost. Yeah, you guys probably want to see this. Let me go ahead and show you. So pre-flop.
We are gonna like take over the poker room.
Look at this. We got Railston 6 months in a row. Thank you so much, Railston. Really appreciate the sub and the continued support of the channel. Thanks, man. So check this out. We got Curacao here making the limp. Curacao K. Crazy Sage making the call. And Texan Kush deciding to isolate. Now, I don't like the sizing there. I kind of feel like if Texan Kush... I like the raise. Texan Kush has a pocket pair. He has pocket sevens. I like the raise, but this kind of raise is... I don't like the amount, because this kind of raise is going to induce a three-way pot, and that's not really what you want with pocket sevens. So he gets called in 2 spots. Flop comes Queen Jack 3, 2 spades. This is about as bad as it gets. And he decides to fire out half pot. All right, I kind of feel like this kind of flop is about the worst flop you can imagine with pocket sevens, and it's probably okay just to say goodbye to the hand. Just be like, you know what, I'm done with it. But not Texan Kush. He fires out a half pot. Crazy Sage makes the call. Now Crazy Sage has ace 10 with a gut shot straight, no spade, and I don't really know why Crazy Sage is making the call. But the Queen of Clubs comes on the turn. Crazy Sage checks. Texan Kush decides to decides that the the bluff got called. The Queen could easily have hit Crazy Sage. He's not gonna bluff anymore. And then the Jack comes, and Crazy Sage fires out the minimum 400 into 9,800 with ace high. Texan Kush with pocket sevens just got counterfeited, so he's sitting here with 7 high, and he makes the call. What do you guys think about that? I guess if Crazy Sage had like a smaller pocket pair, or 4-3 or 5-3, I guess it makes sense, but not really. When Crazy Sage is firing out 400 into 10,000, it's just not a bluff amount. It's a blocker amount, and I think that Texan Kush could have and should have made the raise here. I think he would have gotten through. Making the raise here is so much better than making a call with 7 high. Anyway, I thought that was kind of an interesting hand. Okay, with ace 6 offsuit, I think I'll make the fold here against Happy Mon. So ace is up. Says, question time. Halfway into my live session, the guy to my right said he had to go and started raising to dump his stack. What is your range to call someone like this? I obviously thought it was a play and folded a big hand and would have scooped a nice pot. Thoughts? I mean, if it's a cash game, I thought that you were talking about cash games, aces up. I mean, why would anyone need to dump their stack in a cash game? But if you're talking about a tournament, if some guy's like, guys, I gotta go. I'm gonna dump my stack to somebody. Who wants it? I would, the very first hand that happens, I'm not calling with anything wider than I would normally call with. But if he does that like 2 hands in a row, then I'm calling pretty wide. I would say pocket pairs over 8s and ace 9 or better. That's probably where I would be looking at. Also, probably like a king queen, king jack maybe.
Hey, garbage all the time. 19 months in a row. Wow. It's amazing. Good to have you with us still, Garbage All the Time.
Garbage all the time, man. Thanks so much for keeping this channel going. Really appreciate the support. Really appreciate it.
Rect one wants to know if you played the WSOP. Dutch did play during the summer.
Yeah.
And right now they're catching up with the main event.
Rect won the WSOP ended in July for everybody except the final 9.
I whispered you something, Dutch. Very important. It's very, very important.
Not sure what we're talking about.
For BlizzCon.
Oh. Sure.
Okay.
That's fine.
You don't want to say Dutch? I don't know if you have a Dutch. It's probably okay, right? That's what you want, right?
Yeah. Sounds good.
Aw, do you miss Havage?
Sure.
I do too. Anyway, sorry guys, we're getting off focus. Okay, so what do you got here? Looks like you're doing really good here. Looks like you have about the same stack on both of these tournaments.
Yeah, I do. Looking pretty good in both of them.
All is well, Garbage All the Time. I had my 2 wisdom teeth on this side ripped out of my skull the other day, last week, or 2 weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks? Last week. It was very painful, and I was addicted to ibuprofen for a day. But I'm fine now. Yeah, I didn't think I could get addicted to ibuprofen, but I had these well, it's not really addicted. It's like a withdrawal. It's like a headache from not taking it. I guess any kind of pain medications like that.
So we're 4 out of 43 in this 3K guaranteed. Sitting here with 87 big blinds. And in this one, we're looking at a little less than 30 big blinds now. So the levels are kind of getting big. 28 out of 51, right in the middle of the pack.
Oh, I didn't even see how you doubled up there.
In the 3K?
I'm just, yes.
At pocket 9s against 6-4.
Were you showing that or no?
No.
Oh, well, I guess I wasn't the only one that missed it. Do, 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 do.
What? I think I'm going to get a hoodie on.
Why?
I'm a little bit chilly.
Okay. Hope you don't miss any good hands. Oh, here we go, guys. What do you think he has? Oh, did they move him? No. Oh, he's right under the gun. Damn. Be back. Okay, Dutch. You're right under the gun here. Oh. I guess you weren't gonna just hijack. Oh no, you same hand, same hand. John Blades. Why aren't you wearing your WSOP School of Poker hoodie? They're very comfy.
Okay, so Happy Mon making a raise, and now we have 20. So let's just do that. We've got the same thing. We're free rolling.
Come
Not
on.
anymore.
Oh, yeah. Interesting there. I actually love the dentist. I am feeling better. Yeah. Getting your tooth pulled is not fun, huh, Dutch?
No. No, it's the opposite. The opposite of fun.
Especially when you hear it. Having flashbacks. Post-traumatic stress from the teeth being pulled.
All right. I'm going to hoodie it up.
Do you have a patch on? A lucky patch?
No, I don't.
Oh, perhaps you should take that, put that on.
Perhaps I should. Yeah, Scottish, I'm going to go ahead and make the call here with Jack 10 off. What about there, you think?
Right here, Dutch. On your head.
There we go.
Right in the middle of the
I
head.
wonder if Freezer's going to make the 3-bet. And he does.
Oh, and a quick call there
Getting
from
4 to 1 with
Scottish.
Jack 10 off. Okay, let's see a flop. That's a pretty good flop for Jack 10, you guys. Good enough that I think I'm going to go ahead and make the call here against Freezer. We've got 8 outs twice minimum, and maybe we actually have 14 outs twice. We might actually be a favorite against hands like 6s or 3s, so let's make the call here. Ugh. Diamond! Diamond, 7, or Queen. Freezer takes that down.
Oh, man. Okay, rip off that patch now. Ugh. Hey, Tyler.
Rip off the patch.
Burn it.
Okay, so down to 4.5 bigs, you guys.
Okay, now you have to
Pull the
shove,
Joker
right?
twos
Is that
out.
how we're playing it now? We're looking for
I mean,
shoves?
yeah. Now we have 4.5 big blinds, so we're pretty much just looking for a shove spot.
It's my favorite kind of spot.
think this is going to be it. Happy Mon making the raise, and we got King Jack suited. Sure.
King Jack, huh?
Yep. Hearts.
I like King Jack.
Hearts.
It's suited too, huh? I like that. That's good.
It's a pretty good matchup. That's not going to do it.
Not hardy enough.
So the 2K is done. We're still in this. Looking pretty good in this 3K. This is the more important one anyway.
Hey, Nikki. Good night. Have a good day at work. Oh no, Turbo Burn. He didn't get his patches yet. Where are they coming to? Where are they going to? Do you know where they're being sent to?
He's a recent sub. They might not have. They might not have gotten out yet.
Okay, we'll make sure they come out. Dr. Swisher says, Dutch boy, don't you think it's strange that humans are the only species that wears clothes? I can't help but feel like I'm missing out on something.
Yeah, the first one in this next batch, Turbo Burn. So,
we'll send them tonight. That'd be...
Yeah, most...
Do we have a bunch of people that we need to send out?
5.
Okay, then we'll send it out before... We'll do it before we...
Yeah, we'll get them out.
Yeah, because tomorrow you have to... Yeah, we're not going to probably be streaming until after the election, right? Sounds right? Maybe we'll have a...
We might stream on Wednesday before we
Wednesday?
go out to
probably
BlizzCon.
not, because we have to wake up early. Probably not, says me. Probably more likely after the...
Yeah, Dr. Swisher 23. Dogs wear clothes sometimes.
They do wear clothes. Dogs do, and monkeys.
I've seen monkeys wear clothes.
Yes, and I've seen
Dressed
little
up
bunnies
in,
wear sweaters, so...
Really?
Yes,
Bunny
sweaters. Yes. And there are some nudists in the world that don't wear any clothes. And there's a bunch of people in San Francisco that are nudist as well. You don't have to wear clothes if you don't want to. Sometimes elephants wear hats. There you go. Oh my gosh, guys. If you guys haven't... You know
it's
what
pretty good flop for Ace Queen, guys.
Oh, nice.
So, firing out a half pot. Hope that he has like an Ace Jack, Ace 10.
So, Touch, there's these videos out there of people petting fish.
Really?
And it's the cutest thing. It makes me not want to eat a fish.
Like the
fish come
the
up.
fish are enjoying the...
They're enjoying the... Yeah, they come up and it's
contact.
weird. It kind of freaks me out a little bit. Yeah. It freaks me out a lot. But, yeah. I'll find one. People petting fish. It's sweet. And delicious.
I wonder how many places this one pays. 15. So we're almost at 4 tables. And it pays most of 2 tables.
But I don't think the fish thinks he's a dog, though. Here you go, Touchy. Look at this fish picture. No one in the stream can see it though, but you. Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
Don't share it with them.
Wow, did you see that? Curacao sitting there open limping with the pocket kings.
Oh wow. Ooh wow. Ooh ouch. Ooh.
Sitting out making the shove with fours, and I don't blame sitting out for making that shove after a limp and a call. I mean, 15 bigs, try to take it down. Why not? Yeah, wow. Okay, that's pretty crazy, Michelle.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I'm watching it right now.
Without the commercial?
his fish just swam right back to get pet.
I know. It makes me not want to eat fish ever again. Look, it's like, okay, the guy's petting the fish, and then, yeah.
Wow.
It's this sweet fish, right? Oh, it makes me sad for eating things that are alive.
That's crazy.
He loves it. Have any of you guys had a pet fish that you used to pet and love?
Man, you should pop a link in the chat, Michelle.
I don't know.
Fishy Fido, man's pet fish. Thinks
You can
it's
Google
a dog.
it. You can guys. I'll send it when it comes around. Remind me, chat. Tell me, chat. Chat will tell me to link it. Isn't that a cute video though? I mean, there's other ones as well. I think this one's one too.
Oh my gosh, is Savannah gonna make the shove? Nope.
Like they should have a Twitch channel dedicated to petting fish. I would watch it. They should have a Netflix channel. Like they have the burning of the firewood during Christmas.
So we got a little pocket queens action here. Crazy Sage making the call. And ace 3-4 comes out. I think we can probably just make the check here. Crazy Sage firing out 600, and yeah, I'll make that call. 3 of spades, making the check. $46.50. All right. He might have outplayed us, you guys. He might have bluffed us off. It's okay. If he did, give him the pot. He deserves it. I can make the I can fold the best hand every once in a while.
Got the nuts, 15 in a row.
Got the nuts. Thanks so much for the resub, man. Really appreciate the resub. 15 months. Thanks so much for being an awesome part of the crew.
Does a fish know it's a fish? I don't know. That reminds me of that Joe Rogan special that we just saw. About him being really high and talking to dolphins. But if you guys haven't seen it on Netflix, watch it. It's really good.
Pretty good flop for queen 9, you guys. Interesting. Curacao firing out 3,000. He could have anything. He could have anything. But we're not going to just give up on top pair.
Did you have this? Didn't you just hit that?
Yeah. This is when we hope he has 9-4 or 9-2.
Yeah.
He's making the call. Jack on the end. It's pretty hard to put Curacao on anything that we're not beating. So firing out 8,400, hoping to get called with something like an ace-9, or hoping that he backed into something like a jack-4, hoping that he had flopped 2-pair. Back up to 45K. We're going to make it just a little bit more against Crazy Sage. And I'll make the fold against I Apply Poker. Making the fold here against Savannah. I apply poker with another 3-bet shove, this time for 20 bigs. He's going to get through our queen jack. Kind of an interesting hand. Crazy Sage firing out 3,700 and then folding to a shove. So he raised 4 point. You know what? That's enough. I don't need to see anymore. He raised 4.5x basically. Okay, guys, we're on a break. 10 out of 34, 41,000 in chips. Feeling pretty good about it. Guys, we'll be right back in 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Yeah. Be right back. Okay, guys, we're back.
Hey.
So we had a new person in the stream, proctologist, asking, why should you ever fold the best hand? Where is the value there? Just asking. I'm new. So if you know that you've got the best hand in those kind of situations, like when we folded the queens, you shouldn't be folding them. You know, if you know that you've got the best hand, most of the time you don't know. There are going to be some times when you'd fold the best hand, even if you do know if there's more cards to come. But those are pretty rare. Generally, that happens when you're when you're looking at like a weird ICM situation, some sort of big pay jump, something like that, where where your equity is higher by making the fold than it is by making the call. But in the situation that we were in, we're not really too concerned with ICM or survival here. We're worried about being crushed by ace high. And from what we've seen from Crazy Sage, we've seen a lot of limps from him with ace rags. So many that I think that we're going to go and go for a little check raise here, because I think a lot of times Crazy Sage doesn't have anything and just firing out 800 into this pot. We can represent a king. We can represent diamonds. And we can get him off of a lot of hands like ace 10. Well, I don't think we're getting him off of a king, but we're representing diamonds sometimes. Let's see if we can get it through. Now if he has a hand like ace 6 or ace 8, it's a really hard call for him to make. One more time? Or are we just going to give him credit for a king? I think we give him credit for a king. Ace 9. So that's fucking brutal. That's fucking brutal. I don't know what he's calling our check raise on the flop with. And I think that we get through if we just find that third barrel. So I play poker, shoving for 11,000 here. We're getting about 2 to 1 to make the call. Well, we're not going to make the call now. All sorts are wrecked.
I have that song in my head. Dang. I think this is the this is what I made. Did I say vegan or vegan? Oh,
Is it
vegan.
Vegas?
Vegan.
Vegas cheesecake.
Sorry. Vegan. It was good, right?
Yeah, it was really good. Can't believe I'm still just reeling after that ace-9 hand. I can't believe Crazy Sage is making the call there with the ace-9 with just the ace of diamonds on that flop. Wow, Savannah, that took a long time to make that shove. Curacao making the fold. And we got a little jack-7 off. Queen 9 of diamonds, and yeah, looks good. I'll make the raise. One fold, two fold, three folds, and a call. Of course he calls. He calls with 8-5 offsuit. Oh, wow. Little 3-bet action. All right, Crazy Sage, you got it. Nice hand.
Xmod does take offer for live tourney backers. For who? Do I? Was reminiscing about my cheesecake.
Stack's going the wrong way, guys. We're almost at 3 tables, though. Getting down to it. And Mia Wallace doing a little crystal light. Cherry pomegranate.
Oh, he will stake you at Foxwoods and in a live tourney. Oh, that's awesome. I don't think Dutch is going to Foxwoods, though, right? You're not going to... Are we going to Foxwoods? Then I just...
No.
No, we're not going.
No, we're not going to Foxwoods. Not going to Foxwoods anytime soon. I did just sign a deal with you State, guys, as a brand ambassador for them. So I'm sure I'm going to be selling some more pieces on U-Stake, but most of my tournament action is pretty well taken. I've got
me.
No, I've got a long term, like for big live events. I've got a long term staking deal with Cliff Josephy.
But
since like 2004.
But you do sometimes put events on U-Stake.
Yeah, every once in a while. I'm going to start doing that more often now that I'm a brand ambassador for them. Signed the deal this week, and yeah, I'll probably sell some pieces of some of the weekend tournaments coming up. So like the The $500 one.
What's coming up this
Every
week
month,
on WSOP?
$200 ones every month. You know. I mean, those are a little small to be backed in, but still, I wouldn't mind giving some of the viewers a sweat. Let's go ahead and see a flop here with a 10-7 off.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
That's a pretty good flop for 10-7 offsuit, guys. So we've got the gut shot straight draw. We also have that 10 high flush draw. Let's see what Curacao does. Whoa. Well,
I guess it's not that good.
It's a little silly there, Curacao. Pretty big open shove.
Crack my neck.
Four wheel Phil, good to see you in the stream, man.
Hey. It's good to see you.
Hey, by the way, guys, if you're new to the stream, I know a couple of you guys are, like proctologists, if you're still around. Make sure to click on that follow button if you're not already following. Would really appreciate it. Definitely helps us out, and it doesn't cost you anything. This is where we want iPly Poker to make the shove.
Hi, Maya.
Boop. Dodge and weave. Fuck!
Sucks.
Well, that's going to put a dent on our tournament chances here. That's about as good of a matchup as we're going to get, especially with a clean flop. We just have to dodge 3 outs. That sucked. Okay, so now we have King, Queen of Hearts, and this is probably going to be a shove here. Oh, definitely going to be a shove.
Good luck.
Thank you. One down. There's a weak ass call. Looking for King, Queen of Heart. Just sometimes it's not your day, guys.
Dang.
That's gonna do it for us. Got it in pretty good with those jacks against the King Jack, and then got it in not too bad with the King Queen versus the Ace 3. I don't really love his call with the Ace 3 off, just because he's never really dominating anything, and a good chunk of the time he's dominated himself. Best case scenario is we have kind of the hand that we showed up with, where he's like a 55-45. Anyway, that's frustrating. We were doing pretty good, and now we're out. But guys, we've got some cool things going on this weekend. Not on stream though. We're gonna be watching the main event starting on Sunday down over at the Rio. So if you've got ESPN, flip it on. Maybe you'll see us in the background as we cheer Cliff Joseph on.
We're supposed to get T-shirts.
His championship,
right?
Yeah.
Are we getting a hat too, or just T-shirt?
T-shirt and hat, yeah.
I'm gonna be wearing a hat.
big black hat that says Backs.
That's kind of cool. Backs. That's cool. That's cool. I can dig it.
Yeah, it's all right.
Do you know what color the hats are gonna be?
Black hats, white lettering. And so we'll be there supporting Cliff Joseph. Definitely.
What about the shirts? What are the shirts going to say?
Team Backs. WSOP 2016.
Oh, cool.
I was talking to Cliff about that. I was like, it's kind of It's kind of a pet peeve of mine to have dates on shirts. I was like, you know what's going to happen, Bax, right? Is like 40 years from now, there's going to be like a bunch of kids in Africa wearing your shirt.
Oh gosh.
Wondering what the WSOP is and wondering what Team Bax means.
No, they're not gonna. They're gonna think it's a cool logo and a cool design.
There's no real logo.
I know. I have a few shirts I gotta wear this year. I only have a few more times to wear this year. My Bill Nye and Degrassi shirt.
I love that shirt.
So yeah, that shirt. I only have a few more months to wear that shirt. So
Bill Nye and Neil deGrasse Tyson
for president
2016.
That's right, guys. Vote.
So those who wonder, asking you play DFS at all, I've played before, but they made it illegal here in Nevada, so not playing it anymore. And Wee Wee is Green. I did watch. I'm up to episode 10. And yeah, we're going to be watching it live Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And
then we're leaving on Thursday.
Tomorrow, I've got some stuff I got to do, so I'm not going to be on the stream then. Leaving for BlizzCon next week on Thursday, so I'll try to jump on the stream on Wednesday. You think? Maybe.
Yeah, I think that we can get back on in. Yeah, we can try on Wednesday if you want.
Yeah.
You can play a tournament.
Yeah, we'll try it. We'll try to pop.
How are you
doing
on your Hearthstone arena?
Rank
or
3.
rank.
Yeah, rank.
Can you
3.
make it? You only have a day?
I don't know.
2 days, 3 days, 4 days?
It's gonna be close.
Because we're gonna be busy. You gotta do it tonight. Get there tonight. How many matches do you have to win?
I think we're
like 10.
Maybe like 15.
If you go, that's not bad. You can win 15 in a row.
Yeah, but I mean, my win rate is like just over 50%.
So what are you
52,
playing? What are you
53%.
playing with when you play your Hearthstone anyway?
But I got there to rank 5 with a Tempo Mage deck, but switched it over to mid range Shaman because it's just so overpowered right now in the metagame. Yeah.
Oh, that's a cute little sloth.
Guys.
Well, guys, it's good seeing you again. I'll be here Thursday
awesome.
or Wednesday, I guess.
Wednesday. We'll be back on Wednesday, you guys, and we'll tell you how the main event went for us. We'll talk a little bit about what I've been doing this week. I can't really talk about it yet, but I'll be able to talk about it on Wednesday. And who knows, we might have a special guest lined up on Wednesday. So, one last question.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, we're done for the night.
Okay.
Chitty Andy says, just follow the channel. Thank you very much for the follow, Chitty Andy. And also, thank you, Proctologist, for the follow.
Yes, thank you, Proctologist.
Quick one. You've got 20 big blinds, ace-queen offsuit under the gun pre-flop. Would you go all in, fold, and call with caution? Table has plenty of aggressive players. So where I'm standing, Chitty Andy, let's say that you're just in a normal tournament, where ICM isn't really an issue, meaning you're not at the final table. There's no pay jumps to worry about. You're far enough away from the money, or the money bubble just broke, and the payouts for the next good chunk of eliminations is pretty flat. So you don't have to worry about ICM. Okay, that's number one. Number two, because if you're worried about ICM, the question completely changes. Number two is. Let's say you're playing blind. You don't really have much of a read on your table, and we'll say that the blinds aren't like going up drastically. It's not like a turbo. So your 20 big blinds really are 20 big blinds, right? Because sometimes you have 20 bigs, but the blinds are just about to go up and they're going to double. So you really effectively have 10, or maybe they're going to go up by 50%. So effectively you really have 15. But we're going to say that you've got 20 bigs under the gun. In my playbook, I really feel like 20 big blinds is too much to just open shove with under the gun with a hand like ace-queen offsuit. Really, any hand. I think ace-queen offsuit is too good of a hand to fold, so I think that you should just be making a normal raise of somewhere around 2.5 times the big blind, depending on where you are in the tournament. You should be tapering down your raise sizes as the tournament goes on. If you're early on in the tournament, maybe you're making it 3x. If you're late, maybe you're making it, just over 2x, but generally somewhere around 2.5x. And if you get 3-bet, then you make the determination then whether if you're playing live, maybe you can get a read on somebody. But there's going to be plenty of times when you can actually fold ace queen offsuit pre-flop after making a normal raise. If you got 20 bigs and you make it 2.5x, and under the gun +2 makes a shove, and the button calls, then you can probably dump your ace queen offsuit. Because you're just never going to be up against like an ace jack and ace 10. I mean, I say never, but there's going to be other times where you get called in a couple of spots and you got to kind of proceed carefully. It's an uncomfortable stack with 20 bigs, but I kind of feel like if you get called by 2 or 3 people and the board comes out something like king 10 8 all diamonds, and you're sitting here with ace queen of spades, then you can probably just be fine check folding. You still have 17.5 bigs. You fade a big blind, fade a small blind. You can even fade a whole other orbit and another big blind and a small blind before you're really looking at 3-bet shoves, having a really nice 3-bet shove stack. And then you can fade 3 orbits before you start losing fold equity to just your open shoves. So I think 20 bigs is just a little bit too much of just all-in shove from under the gun. Now, I have seen Dan Coleman and some other great players make that all-in shove after a couple of open limpers, or after an opener, way higher than I would. But usually it's in situations where they're in the big blind and they have a read on their opponents and they just know they're never getting called. So, and they know that they have the best hand. So it's I think that it's just a little bit too heavy. Okay, guys, that was it. We'll see you next week. Make sure to tune in to the WSOP main event this weekend. And if you're on the grind this weekend, I wish you guys the best of luck. I wish that we did a little bit better than we did. We had some really nice stacks.
I know. I don't know what happened,
both those
Dutch.
tournaments, we were just crushing it.
Yeah, I know.
And then, I know what happened.
What happened? You got
Jacks versus King Jack, a failed check raise bluff.
But you're usually good at maneuvering and making that stack from small to big.
Yeah.
So, very disappointed.
You guys have been awesome. Really appreciate you being here. Make sure to click on that follow button. Thanks again to all the subs who make this possible. All of our members of the crew. You guys are the best. And
we'll try to make it on Wednesday.
We'll try to make it on Wednesday.
And we should try to do a special election day stream where you play a small one and we just watch the madness.
That would be kind of fun. I would actually like that. Let's plan on that. Hey, guys, make sure to follow us on Twitter
with no delay.
At first, because we're going to be tweeting some stuff from the final table this weekend, and I'll try not to tweet any spoilers, but we'll tweet some photos. Right. We'll tweet some stuff. You guys are awesome. Really appreciate you being here.
No spoilers. No.
You guys have a nice weekend and a nice night.
Yeah. Bye. Bye.